Blitzwinger, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to a brand new LEGO Marvel's Avengers video. And today, it is, well, I don't even know how to exactly title it. I guess maybe the best way to call this video would be something along the lines of, like, Ninjago characters created in LEGO Marvel's Avengers, but that doesn't sound that good. So maybe like Ninjago Showcase in LEGO Marvel's Avengers. So if you guys have been watching my custom series for LEGO Marvel's Avengers, I've been doing tons and tons of coverage whereby basically every few days, typically speaking, it's about every 4 to 5 days or so, I take a design that you guys want to see appear in LEGO Marvel's Avengers, and then I try to design it and make it happen and make it a reality in the customization system of LEGO Marvel's Avengers. So, over the last little while, a lot of you guys have been wanting to see a lot of the LEGO Ninjago characters, and I've been slowly but surely working through them, trying to create all the different characters little by little by little, and now we have the entire main team finished. Everyone apart from Sensei Wu. So, he's the only one that's missing, but other than that, the main team is here, which is super duper cool. So I wanted to go ahead and showcase them and have you guys vote on which one is your favorite in the comments section below. So with that in mind, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's do this. So we're going to kick things off with the one and only Zane. So here's Zane, and yes, we went with the one that actually has like a Lego head and the proper hairpiece and everything, not the robotic Zane, which I know we could have gone for, obviously, a different iteration of Zane and probably picked maybe a better variation as well. In the future, I definitely would not mind trying to do the robotic Zane as well and try to pull that off, because I think that could be kind of cool, and more importantly, I even think it's probably a bit easier to do that type of Zane. But here's Zane. And then, right next to him, we shall place the one and only, the leader by some accounts, and that is Kai. And Kai is looking pretty stylish. He's got, obviously, his awesome sword right there, and he's looking pretty cool. Very, very, very neato. And we tried to give him the fire ability, like give him fire as an actual ability, but unfortunately it wouldn't activate for some reason. Like, we didn't get to actually power him up with the flaming ability. But on the bright side, what we do have is the spinning ninjutsu attack, which is super duper cool. So I do like, or spinjitsu attack, and same goes for Zane, by the way. So we all have that, and that's pretty awesome. Then we move on to, well, actually, let's save Lloyd for later, because we're kind of continuing with the main four first. Then we have Cole right here, who I think actually out of the main four is probably my favorite of the bunch. I think he turned out the best. I really, really, really do like the way that he came out. He obviously doesn't have the correct weapon, but we don't have in the game the option to give him the right weapon, so we went with the axe, and I think that that's cool. I think it kind of fits him, you know, his personality to have like a giant battle axe. It makes it really cool, and I think it fits the character overall, so it's not completely off in that regard. As far as the spinning attack, he does not have, like, you know, the spinjitsu attack, but the cool thing is that he can actually throw the axe, so that's kind of neat, almost like a ginormous, dangerous boomerang, sorry. All right, then we have the one and only Jay, who kind of rounds out our main core team, which is super duper cool. So there's Jay, looking pretty awesome, and he is ready for battle. I actually do think that Jay turned out pretty cool as well. I do like the way that he came out, and I like that we were able to give him the electrical batons to obviously emulate his electrical abilities, which again works well with the actual character. So then let's get to the two side characters that we built, and that would be, obviously, first and foremost, the one and only Naya right here, and we went with the unmasked, non-kind of obviously samurai armor version of her. Again, could have obviously gone with a different variation. There are so many different iterations of the Ninjago characters. Like, they've gone through quite a bit of change. Like, when I was starting to build these out, I looked up all the different armors for Ninjago characters, and I was like, oh my goodness, there's been so many different iterations. There's like super armored, not armored, partially armored. There's unmasked, masked, with like hoodies, with like actual kind of almost like helmet-like pieces. There's so many different iterations, so it was very difficult to always like pick and pin down one specific look that we're going for. But I think that, again, overall, we kind of got the most of the crucial components in place, which is pretty cool. So once again, she does also have the spinning ability available to her as well, so that's quite cool. And then to go along with her, the other member who's kind of a member but not like an active member out of the official four, and that would be Lloyd, who I think turned out the best out of all of the designs. He's personally my favorite of the bunch. I think we did a really, really tremendous job with this figure. And the odd thing was that he was the first figure that we designed. So it was like we set the bar so high, and then I felt like I was never able to actually deliver a figure that looked quite as good as Lloyd does, because I really love the way that this design turned out. I think it looks tremendously awesome and super duper cool. And once again, he also does have the spin jitsu attack. Again, could have gone with like a gold Lloyd or something like that, but I wanted to go ahead and go with this green design because I like it a little bit better than the gold one. I feel like the gold one doesn't really have much detail. It's just kind of like, oh, it's gold, so it's fancy and shiny, but I think the green color is a lot more like cool and matches well with the rest of the team. So let's actually go ahead and have these guys drive around a little bit. So let's get them some cool vehicles. Ooh, here we go. Black Panther's motorcycle here, which is just amazing. This thing is ridiculous. Not probably, one of the coolest vehicles in the game without a doubt. So let's go ahead and hop onto this thing and give it a ride. Careful, let's not ride off into the water here. And let's take it for a race, shall we? Oh, okay. Okay, that was embarrassing. All right, take 2. Okay, wait. Take 3. Here we go. All right. It only took 3 tries to actually hit the proper target. There we go. All right. We're finally somewhat on course. All right. Whoa. Careful. Get out of the way. I'm beeping. Can't you tell? If we beep, that means you must move out of the way. That's how it works, doesn't it? Uh-oh. Here we go. Careful, Naya. Come on. Oh, man. The turns on this thing are a little bit tough because it's like a really sudden tilt to it. Like where you're going, like, let's say, I want to go to the right. And you're just like, boom. Ooh, what is that? Quick as a cat. I didn't even know there was a trophy for that. Cool. All right. That is awesome. That's like the most pleasant way of ever getting a trophy, is like when you're just messing around, playing around, just having a whole bunch of fun with the game, and then just suddenly they're like, hey, by the way, congratulations, you did something to earn a trophy or an achievement or something. That's always a whole bunch of fun. So, with that in mind, ladies and gents, of course, that wraps up the quick showcase here for the Ninjago characters in Lego Marvel's Avengers. I want to hear from you lovely folks. Let me know which was your favorite. So once again, let's just quickly run through them once more. We have Naya right here. Then right after that, we have Lloyd, who is personally for me my favorite of the bunch. Then on top of that, we also had Kai. There he is, looking quite stylish. Then we had Zane right there. Then, of course, we had Cole right there, which is probably my second favorite character, followed by Naya most likely. And then we have Jay right here, who again also I do think turned out quite well. And yeah, so with that in mind, I leave the vote and the kind of final decision as to what the coolest character of the bunch is to you. I want to hear from you lovely folks. What is your favorite character out of all the ones that I have shown you here today? Which Ninjago character do you think turned out the best? If you guys have come up with your own variations of the Ninjago characters in the game, let me know as well in the comment section below. Like say, hey, this was how I did it, and this is how I think it's cool, and blah, 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 blah. Because I think that could be really cool, A, for you to share so that other people could maybe look at that and be like, ooh, that's a cool idea, and maybe they could improve on that as well, and so on and so forth. So, thanks all for watching, guys. Leave a like if you guys want to see more of these types of videos in the future. I'll hopefully catch you guys here next time. Peace out. See you laters, alligators. Bye-bye, everyone.